to the 2016 YugiTuber Grand Championship. In this match, we have TeamAPS in the blue playing Water, going up against the TheCardGuyz, more specifically Blair, who is playing Cosmo. And for this electrifying commentary, we have, once again, Yugimation.
Who put that YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 down there? I did not approve of this. I did not approve of this. This is not Greenlight, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this more...
Speaking about green, we got Cosmo Town coming down. That's right. We have yet another Cosmo player. Who is this? That's Blair
from the TheCardGuyz.
I was about to say Kyle, but Blair won that one. He won the ultimate fight for the decision of who would play for the TheCardGuyz. But I guess in all due time, Alex, take it from here.
Well, Cody, why don't you just go ahead and file a cease and desist letter against me then, just since I'm using your image inappropriately. How would that?
Yes.
How does that sound?
Yes, you are. I don't even see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the Ray Charles / Stevie Wonder edition of Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again. Alex, what is going on?
We're back to the dark ages where even Andre Pacelli can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes.
I'm surprised you know who that is. Very high class of you.
Do you see how white I am? I think I know who that is. I'm just saying.
Well, now people know that you're white. You could have been anything to them on the internet.
That's very true. So in any case, it looks like TeamAPS is going to be summoning an Abyssland and just going ahead and swinging directly for 1,500. And
because that's smart.
That's
smart.
Out of all things he could have summoned just to attack, that's probably the smartest thing he could have picked.
Yeah, because, if Dark Destroyer comes down, Lind will get an equally less impressive black card for her own. Less impressive, because this alright, Cosmo Gold Rare looked pretty shitty.
I would agree.
Black Rare that we're seeing now is... Well, I don't even know what to say. There's nothing to say. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to see. They don't even have their...
Well, I do enjoy seeing...
2 seconds away from exploding right now.
I do see...
Why are we seeing Cosmo again?
I do enjoy seeing the beginning of the end on every charcoal rarity card that we're playing here, so...
Shut up, Alex. You're not funny. You're not funny, Alex.
I know. I'm not funny. I just run this tournament for everyone, and...
See, you have to scroll over cards... Now, what was that? That was a solemn strike,
solemn warning that's going to stop the tin can, which I think is really good because, although the fact it looks like that Blair does have a Call of the Haunted set, it's pretty good just stopping the tin can so that he can't even chain anything to kind of tag out with it. But it looks like Blair's going to bring it back in the end phase with that Call of the Haunted and just see if he can get that effect off. No
effect failure for this time, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope. A tin can's going to go off, and so more than likely Blair's going to probably want to send, let me think, I don't know if he's playing, he might be playing Eclipser, so probably Eclipser, Dark Destroyer, and maybe, I actually don't know what his third card will be, but we're going to see what he says.
In fact, no one will know what the card will be. You want to know why?
Why would that be?
You know what I'm going to say, Alex.
Why would that be?
Because I can't see them.
That's a very valid point.
If the cards didn't exist, if they're not there, then how are they playing right now? This is a time paradox. We're not even seeing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. This is Vanguard.
Is this what it's
Welcome,
like to play
ladies and gentlemen,
Vanguard?
to the Vanguard Championship. My name is Yugimation, and I am with my less important co-host, Cimo, with consecutive 8 O's followed up behind that C-I-M. And then 8 O's, as we know. And we're going to be seeing... Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to attempt to be useful here. You're right. He is playing the Dark Eclipser, of course. So he has to scroll over. So we have Dark Destroyer, Dark Eclipser. There's a lot of darkness. Oh, would you look at that? We're on DN. How ironic.
It's definitely the Dark Ages on DN. So Blair getting to add that Dark Eclipser off of the roll for the tin can, and then, the Dark Destroyer. The Dark Eclipser and the Forerunner going to grave, and it puts TeamAPS in a very awkward position because now Blair can basically disrupt his play at any time with the Destroyer. So I don't really know how TeamAPS is going to try to play around at this point, but he's going to summon off a Pike, ditch the Infantry to get a Search, and... Don't know if Blair...
Attempts to pop something, but of course we know tin cans like to evade us, and so when he targets that face-up, we're just going to have some chains. What is this? This is Solemn Strike.
That's Solemn Strike, and so that's going to stop the...
Now, hold on. Which one are we negating? Are we negating the Pike? Okay, we are negating the Pike.
He'd be negating the Pike because the Infantry hasn't triggered yet, Cody.
Do you think I know chain links?
No.
Do you think I play this game for any amount of time outside of these tournament matches.
Well, you already lost
Alex?
your round, so obviously we know that you know nothing about chain links.
I'm gonna end this call right now. I'm gonna see who's commentating with you then, huh?
And so, oddly enough, TeamAPS from the target of the infantry is going to pick Cosmo Town.
Why would he do that? He's gonna get a search off of Cosmo Town.
That-
Why didn't you just target the
I
Call
know.
of the Haunted?
Basically, that's just a -1, so I don't know why. Even if he targeted Call of the Haunted, Blair could still chain the tin can for the destroyer, so it wouldn't
Still,
matter.
you're forcing it immediately instead of giving him a search.
That's true. I mean,
That's just my opinion.
I agree.
And I lost round 1.
I mean, anything in all honesty would have been better than the Cosmo Town, because honestly, now he just tremendously -1 for no reason. But questionable play. Maybe he had a reason for it, but looks like he's just going to go ahead and straight up attack just over the tin can, even though this is forcing out the Dark Destroyer. But it's like you said, he could have just done that with the infantry. So,
Yeah.
not really sure why. He banishes the tin can for the Dark Destroyer, obviously, because as Cody has always mentioned, they always have the Dark Destroyer. They're Cosmo
They
players.
always have the Dark Destroyer. They always do. I said in the last match, didn't I?
Yep, and they always
I'm
have
saying
it.
it again. They always have Dark Destroyer. I hate this.
Even when they search it, they obviously have it.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't even matter because we have a Solemn Strike coming down. Pay 1,500 life points. Negate Lind. Goodbye.
Or is he going to negate
Wait.
it?
Ho. Ho. My psychic abilities are no longer functioning.
No.
What is happening?
Looks like he's letting it go, so TeamAPS is just going to get the Teus off. I think he was just hovering over the strike, so we,
Know what it is.
he threw you off.
But how are we supposed to know what it is? Because there's a YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 banner right across the where the cards used to be.
That's true. That's a very valid point.
Is that another Call of the Haunted? Fairly sure that's another Call of the... No. I don't even know. Alex, why are you doing this to me?
So, Blair's going to go ahead now and activate the Cosmo Town that he searched off of the previous Cosmo Town. He could possibly add the tin can back to his hand just to possibly generate some more advantage. Looks like that's what he's going to do. And at this point, he's looking pretty good. We don't know what else is in his hand, if he has any other monsters to kind of progress any further. If he has a Farm Girl, that would be really, really good right now.
I wouldn't know. Because there's a YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 banner hovering right over the cards.
I have to make it at
saying,
least somewhat suspenseful, Cody.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Why'd they have to put the cease and desist order at the end? It could have been so much better.
It could have been.
It could have been so much better.
So, Blair shuffling away that tin can that he searched back. Interestingly enough, going to use the Dark Hole. I really like this because he can have access to Farm Girl, and he can actually maybe end the game, just depending on what else is in his hand. Because now he can grab Farm Girl off of the Destroyer, and then search another Destroyer off of Farm Girl's effect. And, oh, he's actually going for Slip Rider. Interesting. And,
to pop his...
I know what he's going to do. He's actually going to pop his own Cosmo Town to be able to search out that Farm Girl since he hasn't normaled yet. And then that will be enough damage to probably take game 1. But we'll see what he does.
I don't know. Maybe your psychic abilities are functioning today and not mine.
Possibly.
Maybe it's because I'm forgetting stuff because I can't see the images.
Maybe it's because
Maybe it's just because it's the time paradoxes that we keep on creating. Or maybe it's because of that YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 that was conveniently covering his hand. I wouldn't be able to see it. We don't know.
We never will.
We never will. Because I'm fairly sure the next commentary that we do is going to be featuring this exact same YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 banner hovering right over the cards.
That would be where you're wrong, because you don't even know that.
I know everything.
Do you?
No. I don't.
So, Blair looks like he's searching off the Dark Destroyer off the Farm Girl. As I was mentioning before, TeamAPS down to only 2,200, and so unless he has a Battle Fader in the main deck, which, I mean...
He doesn't.
TeamAPS would just be the fucking best player in the game if he did. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it here. I mean,
well, if you're calling that now, don't you think he would have, I don't know, activated it beforehand, before the search of the Farm Girl?
Maybe he's building suspense. How about that? Maybe he wants to wait till the last possible second.
I say you're dumb and we're moving over to game 2.
And I would agree with you.
That's what I'm saying to that one.
I would agree with that statement.
Alright, so we got cards obviously on the field. We don't know which ones they are.
We don't.
They're all black.
We do know he has a Farm Girl only because of
he hovered
the
over
convenient top left corner of DN here.
You didn't block that out with another YugiTuber Grand Championship?
I can do that next
match?
time if you want me to.
You know, in fact, I want you to cover the whole screen with the banner, except for the exact spaces where the cards are going to go.
Okay.
I don't want to see anything.
Okay, you want everything to be a surprise.
I want everything to be a surprise, even though I hate surprises.
That's already been established. And I don't know how I feel about this turn from Blair turn 1, because he just summoned Farm Girl and then set Cosmojo and pass. So hopefully he has a ship in hand, because to make that Cosmojo at least not completely worthless. But if not, that's a really, really weak play.
We've already been over this, Alex. They always have Dark Destroyer.
It's true. They always have Dark Destroyer. We'll see if that theory is confirmed.
Theory confirmed 2016. Hashtag Illuminati. Yugimation is part of it.
Do we need to go back to the Kali effect percentages, the mathematician that he was, and figuring out how often things occur? Is that what we need to do now?
We just might.
There's an 80% chance. I'm sorry. So currently there's a 100% chance that Dark Destroyer will be in the Cosmo player's hand. That's inevitable.
That's the math.
Okay.
That's what it adds up to.
Yep. Statistically.
Statistically, yes. Can't even say my words right.
Yeah. So this is actually looks like a pretty good opening from TeamAPS, though. He had the Teus to pitch the Dragoons, and now he has the Neptibus to pitch the second copy of Dragoons to be able to
fetch him, obviously, the Abyss Megalo.
Did you just say to fish him?
I'm a genius! I'm a genius! I'm making puns and jokes and everything, and I don't even try. See, I don't even catch him.
You didn't.
That's how good I am, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, would you look at that? He fished himself a Megalo, but he's a sea serpent. So I guess I got that wrong.
Yes, and so now he's gonna summon off the Megalo that he just searched with the Neptibus. He's gonna pitch himself an infantry, which is pretty good, as well as a marksman, being able to go after both of those cards on Blair's field. So he's gonna need to do something now. Depending on if he just wants to maybe use the Cosmojo, maybe get the field prepped. If he has the Dark Destroyer, which 100% statistically he should have, he can really disrupt the field, so we'll see. And it's a Forerunner, so he doesn't have the Dark Destroyer.
No comment.
No comment? So, I mean, statistically, the statistics have been proved incorrectly.
Yes.
So
we are now a whatever percentage the percentage is. Because I don't know how to do math quite well.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the marksman targeting the back row. Obviously, it's Cosmojo, because I called that.
Obviously. Not like you saw him set it or anything.
I saw him set it, so no need.
So
no
statistically,
need to
if you see him set a card, there's a 100% chance that you know it's going to be the right card.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go with that one.
Okay.
Right there.
So Cosmojo is going to trigger. It's going to banish off the Megalo. Megalo's still going to get its effect, though, because Cosmojo doesn't negate. But Blair's going to go ahead and be able to get a search off the Forerunner that he destroyed with the Cosmojo. Maybe going into a Wicked Witch here. I'm not too sure, depending on what else his hand looks like. Just maybe to prevent damage. And it looks like that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, obviously. Because we don't want to lose.
I mean, this is like 2 decks that can OTK so fucking fast that it's like you kind of need some sort of like damage warranty or something.
I was a hair away from playing Mermails until the first round myself.
Were you?
But then I thought, you know what? That's not very interesting. We've already seen this a bajillion times. So why not do something different? So I played one of the worst decks I can think of besides Ice Barriers.
Well, as interesting as that story wasn't in the least, it looks like TeamAPS has actually flipped over an Imperial Iron Wall, which makes this really interesting because now Blair is probably going to be in trouble now unless he can deal with that Iron Wall.
Oh, he's going to chain?
He's going to chain to the activation of Iron Wall because it hasn't resolved yet. And it looks like he's going to summon out a Dark Eclipser?
That's what it's reading. I don't know. I would be able to tell by the artwork.
Well,
but I guess we're going to have to read this time.
Of all the cards, at least they're dark. So
at least they're dark.
If anything, like, whoever, like, owns DN, or whoever had to, like, take away all the images, they should have maybe at least put, like, different shades of color, depending on what the card was. So, like, all the Mermail cards could have been, like, blue. And then, like, I don't know. I just think that would have been at least more interesting.
What about ritual cards, then?
Well,
they'd all be blue. So you're telling me that all Atlantean or water-based cards were now going to be turned into ritual cards?
Yeah, why not?
Alex, sit down.
I'm already sitting.
Sit down. Well, stand up and sit down. Because that is a stupid idea. That's stupider than what I decided to play in first round.
I don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know. That was pretty stupid.
Anyway, speaking about stupid, our commentary is starting to get a little off whack, so we're going to be going in with a sweet attack off of that Dark Eclipser. Pow! Getting in some nice, No, he was in defense.
It was in defense mode. I mean...
See, I can Yu-Gi-Oh! Still. I still know what attack and defense means.
And so it looks like Blair's going to add that farm girl from the Cosmo town. Oh, wait, what is that? I don't know. It's a mystery to us. Oh, it's the Abyss. It's the Abyss. It's the Abyss Sphere that he searched off the Megalo, of course.
Should have known, right?
Yeah. Interesting that TeamAPS decided to use that now. I don't know, like, typically you wait till, like, they're about to go into end phase, so I don't know why he used it so, I guess, preemptively.
Maybe he forgot what it was and activated it. Because I would. I mean... I don't see artwork, so... I'm just assuming they have charcoal or paint sprayed all over it. Sharpie, even.
It's definitely possible, but he might have had a reason for it. Who knows? And it looks like Blair's actually just going to pass his turn with a field of Farm Girl and Dark Eclipser. And so Abyss Sphere is going to resolve, popping the Lind, and now he's going to be able to search off whatever he wants. Looks like that's a Pike just based off the stat line, and that's what it is.
You're a genius.
So now he might be able to maybe do some plays here in the end phase. So he's going to pitch a gun. Okay, so this could get interesting.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
All right, he's got plays. He searches another gun.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
And now...
Effective gun is going to bring back someone from the graveyard. You're going to hit the field. Hold on. Bam! Hitting field. What is this? It's Abyss Lind. I knew it. I called it.
Did you?
No. But I said it in my head, so I called it.
So that's what counts.
Yes.
And so
absolutely.
Paul going straight into battle phase is going to attack over the farm girl, and it's actually going to connect. Blair actually doesn't have anything that he can tag into. I mean, he has the iron wall
obviously,
up.
Because I didn't forget, but the Imperial Iron Wall is still up.
Apparently I did. That shocked me because, you know...
Good thing you have me here. Otherwise, this would have been a downhill battle.
Well, you know, had we actually not been playing the Ray Charles version of DN, I actually might have remembered that the iron wall was actually still active.
Whose fault is that?
That would be mine.
Anyway, back to the commentary.
So, TeamAPS actually setting a monster. So, is that another Lind? Like, what else would he set?
It's probably the Lind.
Probably. I don't know. That's weird that he's running 2 Lind. That's usually not too common in water.
Especially if it's nowadays. I mean, obviously when Mills came out, that was like the best play.
Oh, yeah.
Set a monster. It's Lind. How am I going to get over it?
Right. And now it's but
now, it's just a little awkward to be playing more than one Lind. Even Lind herself is only seen at 1 or none.
Yeah. And that's like, and the only reason they play it is just because they have the 1 copy of Sphere to search off the Megalo. So basically, It makes your Sphere actually have a good, like, target. But in any case, Blair shuffling away 2 to draw 2 more. Looks like he got a Straw Man. And so that will allow him to actually get back the banished Forerunner.
Without having to tag out, because he can't. Because the Imperial Iron Wall is still up, causing some great disruption on Blair's part.
Yeah, absolutely. So now he actually can... He's going to be able to get some damage in with the Eclipser running over the Pike, just depending. But I don't know what else... I mean, I don't know what he's going to accomplish by just getting out the Forerunner. I mean, he's
going to tribute for Slip Rider. Or enter battle phase. I called it. Easy plays.
Obviously.
Losing life points. Ding.
We need to get that guy for commentary.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck. If your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, if you're watching this, fucking find that guy.
I guarantee it. He's not.
I know he's not.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
I don't care. And I'm here.
I know you don't. But you're here against your will. So anyway.
I am against my will. I'm chained to the chair. I have a mic placed right in front of me.
Yep.
I'm forced to watch DN After Dark, Ray Charles / Stevie Wonder edition. It's great. Life is grand.
So Blair attacking over the set card, which was a Lind, and got out a Turge, and now he discarded Gund. And so now he's going to be able to get out something else from Grave. Maybe he gets back to Teus. Okay, so now all of his attacks are used up. That Forerunner is going to die now. See, this is what I was saying about the Straw Man. I don't really know what that accomplished, because it's like, the Forerunner is going to die. So it's like, I don't really know the purpose of doing that, to be perfectly honest.
Dude, don't you know? Extra damage is always the winning factor. And that's exactly what he's doing.
He didn't even do damage.
Well, he did a little bit of damage.
But that was the Eclipser. The Forerunner did no damage.
No, didn't you hear me go ding? That means damage was done. Doesn't matter how many monsters were on field. All right, what's happening now? Cards are being flipped up. Things are being... All right, that's Abyss lead.
So yeah, he used...
Didn't think anyone still played him.
Yeah, he used Abyss Sphere during his turn, and now he's going for a rank 7 Abyss Gaios. So this will be interesting.
Oh, that's going to hurt that little tin can right there. Or is that straw man?
That's a straw man. And so now it actually prevents... It also prevents the Eclipser from attacking, which is really smart.
Brilliant. I love it.
So now he's going to normal off the pike, pitch what might be... I actually don't know what he added. He added the gun, so now he's actually going to create a pretty strong board here.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Just maybe.
All right, hold on. I'm going to attempt a joke. Don't laugh at me. Laugh at the joke. You can say he's really flooding the field with a bunch of water monsters.
Fuck, that was so bad.
It is I, the best comedian in the world. Haha. Yugimation is my name.
Oh my god. You're legendary.
I am going down in history as one of the funniest people in existence.
I would...
So obviously going for the Abyss Dweller, giving everyone attack points. Ding! That's a higher pitch one for increased
For increased?
attack points.
Okay, I didn't think it was any different pitch. I thought it was the same sound effect.
Well, that's because you're on your end, I'm on my end. So anyway, he's going to be giving up 500 attack to every water monster on his side of the field, making the Abyss Gaios a whopping number that it is. Hold on, I need to do this in my fingers. 28, 29, 33...
3,300.
3,300. I got it, guys, and I didn't need a calculator. See? I can do math.
You didn't need a scientific graphing calculator.
No mathematician needed here.
And so, TeamAPS attempting to get a big amount of damage in, but Blair contemplating using that set Call the Haunted to possibly protect himself. And he could...
Well, I can't even see the life points on Blair's part, so I'm just assuming he's really low.
Blair's at 3,400 currently.
How do you know that?
Because I can see it just fine. You're blind.
Well, hold on. I think Skype's getting in the way. Skype is getting in the way.
Skype might be getting in the way.
It was perfectly over the bar, and I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Damn you, Skype. You strike again.
And so he does use the Call the Haunted on the Eclipser, and that's going to save him at least a turn, but that Eclipser can't really do a whole lot with that Gaios out. He's just going to kind of be sitting there, and Blair really just needs, like, a Twin Twister or something.
Do they even run Twin Twister? I mean, it's a fairly good card, but to my experience, I technically haven't come across anyone who's run Twin Twister.
You cited
in Cosmos.
You cited.
Okay, you cited.
Yeah, because this is
obviously I knew that. I called it easy.
Or he needs a Slip Rider or something. He just needs some way to break the Iron Wall because, like, right now he's just completely shut down of all of his plays.
Yeah.
The only thing that's keeping him in it is the fact that he can just shuffle away his Cosmos and just keep drawing and hopefully get into maybe something that can pop the Iron Wall. But if not,
I'm fairly sure he's just going to draw other Cosmos that are not Slip Rider.
Well, as every Cosmo player knows, the curse of Cosmo Town is you shuffle back whatever cards. The odds of you drawing the same cards you shuffle back are almost 90%.
Of course. Easy.
Pro
strats.
Yep.
That's what Cosmo Town does.
Yep.
Shuffles the ones you don't need for even ones you really don't need.
Yep.
And he can't even attack the lower level monsters or the lower attack monsters because Biscay was stopping him.
Yep.
Like I said before.
He's sending the... Oh, I thought he was actually going to tribute. He was sending that away. I think that might have just been a misclick. So it looks like he's just adding that back. Or maybe. I don't know.
Suspense.
Oh,
okay.
No.
We have the Call of the Haunted coming back to hand.
No,
it's coming back
grave.
from graveyard. Going back to graveyard. I don't even know what's happening.
I don't know either.
Shenanigans is shit.
Because even if he tributed it, I was going to say, if he tributed it, the Call of Haunted would still
There's
stay
a Slip Rider.
So we did have the Slip Rider. Okay. So...
But, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We have an Abyss Gaios on field, so he can actually,
negate that.
Yeah. Easy. See? TeamAPS, Paul, has got some pretty pro strats up his sleeve. Don't count him out just yet on such a Slip Rider play.
And, oh, fuck, he has the Solemn Strike. Yeah, this is over.
I mean, he could have just Abyss Gaios and would have done the exact same thing, except negating and destroying it, but, hey, insult to injury, right?
Blair scoops it up, and we're going into Game 3.
Game 3. The one place not too many people see in championships.
Yeah, this is actually only the second Game 3 I think we've been into. I think it was yours, and now... Oh, no. Keith and X Underground members X also into Game 3. That's right.
Absolutely right. So this now makes it the third. match that we've seen to game 3.
So
I retract my last statement of not a lot of people seeing
I
it.
retract mine too, because I thought it was a lot less. I think just because it started out with so many 2-0s, it just kind of like threw us off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what I'm thinking.
And after, the savagery of Kanye West 315 against House of Champions.
Who, you mean House of Scrubs? I know more is going to be watching this, so...
Oh, yeah. Shots fired.
So, shots fired.
He's going to be after you. And
take your best shot, broskies.
If only there was a loser's bracket, maybe you two could compete. Oh!
Shut up. Shut up right now. Shut your filthy mouth right now. I don't want to hear any more of that. We're in this duel.
Oh, man.
We're in this duel.
So this is actually really, really good. So Blair's actually using Cosmojo on the set monster, which obviously is going to be Lind.
It's a Lind. It's a level 3 monster that they set, Mermails.
Yeah.
And then pass turn, hoping for the best. It's Lind. Easy.
Yeah.
Unless he bricked harder than Monarchs and now has, blueprints for his house and there comes like a big bad wolf knocking on his door or something like that. He's going to have a pretty nice fancy brick apartment going on there.
Yeah, the reason that's so good is just because not only does it banish the Lind, so that doesn't trigger, but he actually gets to add something off of the Eclipser, and now he can just basically go off here with Farm Girl, and he could possibly end this depending on what his hand looks like.
Well, just maybe. Let's see.
It does depend.
Do Cosmo still even play Good Witch anymore?
They sometimes play one.
Right. Got it. Just in case they're like, facing Monarchs or something. Majesty's Fiend comes out, no effects. Oh, wait a second. Vanity's Fiend. There we go. That's the one I was looking
Good
for.
Witch can out like some really random situations, and so that's why it's kind of just good as a one of. But yeah, it's not like a 3 of or anything like Dark Destroyer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So there we go. Because they always have the Dark Destroyer, right?
Because they always have the Dark Destroyer. I mean, 100% chance he has the Dark Destroyer, and TeamAPS setting another monster, which is more than likely Lind. That is just terrible. If he had a Cosmojo right there, that would have just ended the game.
Oh, I would have scooped it up faster than 31 flavors.
Yeah.
And it's not Sunday either. Double scoop Sundays, no more.
We haven't done a double scoop Sundays in a while.
Nope, we haven't, because I don't want to.
Nope. That's pretty much the only
Alex.
reason. And so, as we thought, it was the Lind. So, it's interesting that he decided to Dark Hole. Maybe, I'm not sure why, but I mean, if anything, he's going to get to see what TeamAPS brings out first, because the Dark Destroyer is Chainlink 1 to the Chainlink 2 of the Lind. Oh, he's going to strike it. Okay, that makes perfect sense then.
Surefire notice right there.
Yeah.
Wham! No more Lind. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen. Gesundheit. Let's go.
And so this just might be it, because if he has... Oh, okay, he's going to go Strawman, which equally pretty much does the same thing. I was going to say he could have just gotten Farm Girl and done the same thing, but...
Insult to injury. Let's make it exactly game, right?
Exactly game, yep, because now he just has to pay the $500 for Strawman.
Unless, hold on, TeamAPS could have the effect failure coming up, right?
He could.
Nope. He's reaching in his banish zone, and no cards have been discarded from TeamAPS.
You could also have the Battle Fader.
That's it.
But it looks like that's going to do it. So, Blair from TheCardGuyz moves on to round 2. Thank you so much for watching the video. We will see you in the next match.
Gobble, gobble!